GLP-1 medications can cost over $1,000 a month at the pharmacy counter. But by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to access them for a fraction of that price. Legally, safely, and without insurance. I'm a nurse. Let me walk you through every option. If a pharmacist has ever quoted you a price that made your stomach drop, you are not alone. These are some of the most effective medications we've seen in years for type 2 diabetes and weight management, and yet the list prices put them out of reach for millions of people. Here's the part most people don't realize. The price you get quoted at the counter is almost never the price you actually have to pay. There are real, legitimate pathways to access these medications for a fraction of that cost, and several of them got dramatically cheaper in the last year. My mission on this channel is simple. Take what I know as a nurse and translate it into plain language you can actually use. So save this video, share it with someone who needs it, and let's go through your options one by one, from the cheapest legitimate paths to the ones you need to be careful with. One quick note, I'm sharing general education, not personal medical advice, and I'm not endorsing any specific company. Prices and programs change constantly. I'll show you how to verify everything yourself. Okay, let's get into it. Let's start with the option that genuinely changed the game. Because if you're paying cash, this is usually your best first stop. The two main manufacturers now sell their brand name, FDA-approved GLP-1s, directly to cash-paying patients through their own online pharmacies. No insurance required. For tirzepatide, that's the active ingredient in Zepbound and Mounjaro, the maker's direct platform offers single-dose vials at roughly $299 for the starter dose, $399 for the next step up, and $449 for the higher maintenance doses, as long as you refill on schedule. That's down from over $1,000. For semaglutide, the ingredient in Wegovy and Ozempic, the other manufacturer's direct pharmacy has offered the standard injection around $299 to $349 a month, with introductory pricing for new patients on the lowest starter doses, bringing it down to about $199 a month for the first couple of fills. And here's the newest wrinkle. There are now oral GLP-1 options entering the market with cash prices around $149 a month for starter doses. A pill version of one of these medications launched in early 2026, and pricing is competitive. A couple of things to watch. These prices are tied to the manufacturer's own pharmacy and online platform. You typically can't walk into a retail pharmacy and ask for that number. Some deals apply to vials, which you draw up with a syringe, rather than the pre-filled pens. And if you're on Medicare, Medicaid, the VA, or TRICARE, you're usually shut out of these specific cash offers. So stick with me, because patient assistance programs may be a better fit for you. There's also a federal portal that launched in early 2026 that points patients toward these manufacturer cash prices in one place. Whether you use a portal or go straight to the manufacturer's site, the move is the same. Get a prescription, then route it to the manufacturer's direct pharmacy. Now, this video is about being without insurance, but I have to cover savings cards because they trip people up. A manufacturer savings card, sometimes called a copay card, can bring your cost down to as little as $25 a month. It sounds amazing, and it is, but there's a catch. These cards almost always require you to have commercial insurance that already covers the medication. They're designed to knock down your copay, not to help if you have no coverage at all. So if you're fully uninsured, a savings card usually won't work for you. Go back to option 1. But if you have private insurance through an employer or the marketplace, and your plan covers the drug but the copay is brutal, the savings card is your move. Just know they come with monthly and annual savings limits, and people on government insurance like Medicare are generally not eligible. This is the option most people don't know exists. And for the right person, it's the most powerful one on this list, because it can make the medication completely free. Both major manufacturers run patient assistance programs, or PAPs, for uninsured, lower-income patients. Generally speaking, eligibility is built around 3 things. 1. Income. Many of these programs use a threshold around 400% of the federal poverty level, though some specific medications use a lower cutoff. To give you a rough sense, 400% of poverty in 2026 lands near $62,000 a year for a single person and around $128,000 for a family of 4, higher in Alaska and Hawaii. So this reaches a lot more people than the word low income suggests. 2. Insurance status. These are generally for people who are uninsured or whose insurance denied the drug after an appeal. Importantly, having Medicare can change the rules. Sometimes you have to show a denial first, so read each program's current terms. 3. Documentation. You'll need an application, proof of income like a tax return or pay stubs, and your prescriber has to complete their portion. 2 honest cautions. First, which exact medications are covered shifts every year. A drug that was free last year may move off the list. So always confirm your specific medication is currently included. Second, there's often a 2 to 4 week wait for approval, so don't wait until you're on your last pen. Apply early and ask your prescriber whether they have samples to bridge the gap. Now let's talk about compounding, because this is where a lot of older videos online are now flat out wrong, and I don't want that to cost you. A compounded medication is when a pharmacy mixes itself rather than a sealed, FDA-approved product from the manufacturer. During the GLP-1 shortages of 2022 through 2024, special rules let compounding pharmacies make these drugs, and they were often much cheaper, sometimes $100 to $300 a month. But here's what changed. The FDA declared the shortages resolved. Tirzepatide in late 2024, semaglutide in early 2025, and the grace periods to keep compounding ended in 2025. Once a drug is no longer in shortage and is commercially available, the law generally does not allow pharmacies to keep making copies of it. On top of that, in April 2026, the FDA proposed closing the last major pathway for large-scale compounding of semaglutide and tirzepatide, with a public comment period that ran into the summer. So where does that leave you in 2026? Patient-specific compounding still technically exists in narrow situations. For example, if a prescriber documents a genuine medical reason the standard product won't work, like a specific allergy. But broad, cheap, sign-up online compounded GLP-1s are being phased out, and the legal ground is shifting under everyone's feet. and safety matters here. Regulators logged hundreds of adverse event reports tied to compounded versions, many from dosing errors, people drawing up the wrong amount from a multi-dose vial. Counterfeits also crept into this space. My honest take as a nurse, with brand-name medication now available directly for as little as $149 to $449 a month, the old price gap that made compounding tempting has mostly closed. If a provider is offering you compounded GLP-1, ask them directly, is this legal in my state right now? Which licensed pharmacy makes it? And why is a compounded version medically necessary for me specifically? If they can't answer cleanly, walk away. Telehealth can be a convenient way to get the prescription in the first place, which you need for almost every option in this video. But I want you to compare them the smart way, by category, instead of just picking whoever advertises hardest. Ask 4 questions of any telehealth service. 1. What am I actually paying for? Many charge a membership or visit fee on top of the medication. Make sure you know the all-in monthly number. 2. Where does the medication come from? Some route you to brand name product through manufacturer cash pricing. Others lean on compounded versions. And you now know why that matters. 3. Is there real, ongoing clinical support? A good service gives you a clinician, dosing guidance, and a way to report side effects, not just a prescription in silence. 4. Can I keep continuity of care? You want someone who'll monitor you over time, not a one-and-done transaction. I'm not endorsing any single platform. They change constantly. But if you run every service through those 4 questions, the good ones separate themselves fast. If you have any insurance at all, even a plan that doesn't cover weight loss drugs, do not give up before you've appealed. A large share of GLP-1 requests get denied on the first try, and many of those denials get overturned when patients push back with the right paperwork. Here's your playbook. Step 1. Get the denial reason in writing. You can't fight what you can't see. Common reasons are not medically necessary, step therapy required, or excluded from formulary. Step 2. Gather your evidence. The strongest appeals include your diagnosis and relevant lab values, like A1C or BMI, a record of other treatments you've already tried, any related conditions such as high blood pressure or sleep apnea, and a letter of medical necessity from your prescriber. Step 3. Write the appeal letter. Keep it factual and organized. Here's a template you can adapt. Pause and screenshot this. Send it in writing, keep a copy of everything, and note the deadline on your denial letter. Appeals are time-sensitive. If your first appeal fails, ask about a second-level appeal or an external review by an independent party. Persistence genuinely wins here. You've probably seen people mention Canadian or other international pharmacies for lower prices. I'm going to be straight with you. This is one of the riskier options, and in 2026 it's also one of the least necessary. A few realities. Personally importing prescription drugs into the US cites an illegal gray zone. It's generally restricted, and enforcement is unpredictable. Beyond the law, you're dealing with shipping conditions. These are temperature-sensitive biologic medications that can be damaged in transit, and a higher counterfeit risk when you can't physically verify the source. If someone does explore this route, the bare minimum is checking for legitimate pharmacy accreditation and never using a site that ships prescription drugs with no prescription required. That's a giant red flag, which brings us perfectly to the most important section of this whole video. Wherever there's high demand and high prices, scammers show up. Counterfeit GLP-1 pens and fake semaglutide have absolutely entered the market, and some have hurt people. So here are the red flags. If you see any of these, stop. Real medication comes from a licensed pharmacy with a real prescription from a named verifiable source. Anything sold to you in a DM, marked research only, or priced like a fast food meal, is not the medication. It's a gamble with your health. When in doubt, ask a pharmacist. They will tell you the truth for free. Let's put it all together into a plan you can actually follow. Step 1. Get a prescription. You need it for nearly everything we covered. Step 2. If you have insurance, file the prior authorization, and if it's denied, appeal with that template. Step 3. If your commercial plan covers it but the copay hurts, use the savings card. Step 4. If you're paying cash, check manufacturer direct pricing first. That's often your lowest legitimate number now. Step 5. If money is the barrier, apply to a patient assistance program. For many people, that's a path to free medication. And step 6, running through all of it. Verify the source and the price today, and never ignore a scam red flag. Because these numbers change so often, I built a cost comparison guide that lays every one of these options side by side, what it costs, who qualifies, and the exact steps to start. It's linked in the description below. If this helped you, the kindest thing you can do is share it with one person who needs it. And subscribe, so the next time prices or rules change, you hear it from a nurse first, not from a scammer. Here's what I want you to walk away with. A price quote at a counter is not a verdict. It's a starting point. You have options, real, legal, safe ones, and now you know what they are. You deserve access to your medication, and you deserve to feel in control of how you get it. Take it one step at a time. You've got this. And I'll see you in the next one.